And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a gate. What this gate is going to do, it's going to help you consistently get that face square at impact, or at least get your path going on the right direction. You know, you could still get through the gate with your face turning, you know, close or open like that, but we have a solution for that as well. So you're getting it through the gate really, really well. What have you felt doing this drill?
I really felt that when I actually step off, kind of look at the putt, make sure I like everything I see, and then come up and make sure I have a nice smooth tempo. I usually make it through the gate. If I get quick and kind of lazy, I'll end up hitting that left gate. Because I really did notice after you told me that, like I could see right there, the putt, it's a little closed. So that makes sense, right? I'd miss to the right, so I'd adjust a little bit before I hit my putt.
Okay.
Just to square it up a little bit better.
That's good. I like that you talked about tempo, because, you know, I didn't even mention tempo, but that is one of the goals of this drill. And the one thing I would say a little bit is you do say slightly open. When you're on an upslope like that and you're kind of buried, you don't need to open your club face. You don't necessarily need more loft, because that face, that bunker, that's going to be your loft, right? That's going to get it up and out. So all you really have to do is, if you're like this, let's say the green's over here, I'd like to see that a lot more closed than you normally would, since it's buried.
Okay.
And then just kind of a hard smack like that. What I'm going to do out here is I'm going to have you go out there with your 58, place this towel where you think you want to land the ball, your lower lofted clubs. I mean, in this scenario, I want you to use your lower lofted club, just because this tree, if we're going to that deep flag, that tree can be an issue. I don't want you to necessarily just always think, you know, lower lofted club, because that always isn't the right answer.
Yeah.
But I also don't want you to think, oh, 58.
Yeah.
You only go to your 58, you know. I want you to sit there, analyze the situation.
Thank you, Ryan.
The tape got kind of torn up a little bit. Maybe we should have taken one less shot. But if you can see, your marks are pretty much on the leading edge, which is good. That means you're compressing the ball. So this hits the ground first before this hitting the ground first, right? So you're go ahead and compressing the ball really well, because all of that is on the leading edge. You're not toe dependent, you're not heel dependent. It's pretty much spread out evenly, mostly right in the middle though. If you look at the majority of your hits are right there in between those three lines.
Cool.
So I think your standard setup, standard lie angles, the right fit for you. Thing other than, you know, your stance, which having it open here when your club face is here is gonna come more from this angle, right, instead of that angle, right, with your stance like that. So the next thing we have to do is work on your path of your club to get that right cut spin on there. And so what I've noticed in your swing so far is at your takeaway, you take the golf club out pretty far outside, right? So that when you get to your top of your swing, there's no coming more outside, right?
Yeah.
So your only move is to come inside. When you come inside, that's where that inside out path is going to come from. And so what I kind of want to try and see if we can work on today is trying to get you on your takeaway to come more inside, so that when you come inside, when you get to the top of your swing, the only way down is kind of over the top motion. I know you may often hear over the top bad, you know, a lot of golfers come over the top, but you're so drastically inside out at impact that we need to try and get you a little over the top to try and force that cut. And like I said, we're not trying to change your swing here. We're just trying to give you the ability to hit a shot in a time of need. If you need to hit that shot, it's not like we're forcing you to go over the top. So what I want you to do is keep with your little open stance and weaken grip, because it seems like you're making pretty good contact with that. And then I'm going to set up some tees here.
Okay.
And so your initial movement is out here, right?
Yep.
So we want you coming back this way. So I'm going to make a little gate.
So on my takeaway, you want me to come back this way?
Yep, come back inside. Okay. So go ahead and set up and drastically try and come to the inside as much as possible. More than that. So do your normal first movement for me. Yep. Okay. Now try and come to the inside. Go back. More. You're just cocking your wrist here. I want you to use your body. Here. That's how I start mine too, but I feel like you're coming in, because you're coming way out here. I want to feel like you're coming, just So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a couple tee gates. And obviously your club's going to be higher off the ground than this. But I kind of want you to go through that gate. Set up more, yeah, right, like right there, yep.
Okay.
And then I want you to, on your backswing, feel like you're coming down through that gate. And you don't necessarily have to go through the gate, right? It's just for a visual. So if your club's higher up in the air, I want you to make it feel like you're coming that far inside. I'm going to put another gate right here. On your downswing, I want you to feel like you're coming through this gate. So on your upswing, come through this gate. Downswing, come through. What I really like that you did there, I kind of did a technique there where the last few holes that we've been playing, you know, I got a very good idea of your thought processes, pre-swing, in-swing, and kind of post-swing on what you're doing. If you had a good shot, bad shot, you know, where your mind's at. What I like what you did here is I didn't say anything. I said, let's just go ahead and rip away. And you kind of talked out your shot. I really like that. You ended up hitting a really, really good shot.